watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted best of Las Vegas. Give them a call, 702-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Desert View Hospital. You can count on us.
Hi there. Today is Wednesday, June 7th, 2023. I'm Missy Kohler. Thanks for joining us for News 25. In breaking news, there was a power outage late this afternoon occurring between Saddle West Casino and Walmart. Power wasn't out for too long and has currently been restored. A crash occurred this afternoon on Highway 372 that sent 2 people to Desert View Hospital. News 25 was on the scene.
In the afternoon today, a 2-vehicle crash occurred at the intersection of South Barney Street and Highway 372. Nye County Sheriff's Office, Nevada Highway Patrol, and Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue were on the scene. According to statements from a Nevada Highway Patrol officer, the black passenger vehicle had failed to yield the right-of-way and entered the intersection unsafely, which led to it being struck by the white utility vehicle. The accident has caused the portion of Highway 372 around the crash site to be temporarily closed down as of recording, and efforts are currently underway to clear the scene and reopen the highway. 2 people from the black vehicle were extricated and transported to Desert View Hospital, and the severity of their injuries are unknown.
A man was arrested after allegedly exposing himself while he had a gun outside of his residence.
On June 3rd, Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies responded to a report of a person with a gun. However, it was later determined to be a disturbance. Upon arrival, officers contacted security and got a statement from them. According to the declaration of arrest, the security guard was working when he was dispatched to Roderick Oates' motorhome as he was allegedly hitting things inside of it. The security guard attempted to make contact with Oates. However, Oates allegedly told the guard an expletive. Oates later opened his door and was allegedly standing in the threshold naked, exposing his private parts. While naked, Oates stepped outside the trailer, continuing to expose his privates for a short period of time, and then went back into his residence. Oates later allegedly came back outside naked, wearing a holstered gun on him, and grabbed the firearm. Oates then sat down outside the trailer on the steps, still nude, until ultimately he went back inside the residence. After speaking with the security guard, officers contacted Oates at his residence, who allegedly exited the motorhome still naked. According to the declaration of arrest, Oates was highly agitated and aggressive and began hitting his trailer, which broke his wristwatch. Oates then allegedly stated that he was not going to jail, and officers advised them that he was under arrest, and then Oates allegedly attempted to flee into his residence. Officers then took hold of Oates and placed him on the ground. Oates allegedly continued to resist the arrest by pulling his arms away so that they could not handcuff him. After successfully placing Oates in handcuffs and a pair of shorts, he was then transported to the Nye County Detention Center, where Oates allegedly continued to resist jail deputies by pulling away while Oates was being placed in a booking room. Roderick Oates has been charged with indecent exposure and resisting a public officer.
News 25 caught up with Fire Chief Scott Lewis from Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue to talk about safety tips for the upcoming July 4th holiday and some other interesting tips.
There's a lot of things that are on our horizon. We have the 4th of July that's right around the corner, and so there's large quantities of fireworks being purchased. We encourage everyone to attend the commercial show, which will be hosted on the 4th of July in the town of Pahrump in the park. I would caution those that are actually purchasing fireworks for their personal use to utilize the shooter site, which is located off of Gamebird Road at Fox, and try to avoid igniting fireworks in your neighborhoods or on your property. We've already had a number of instances this summer where those fireworks have ignited brush fires and rubbish fires, and we've had risks of structures burning as well. We also have our burn moratorium, which is now in effect, and it went in effect about a week and a half ago. That will be through the summer into around the beginning of November. And the reason for that is because our fine fuels, our brush is drying out. Our temperatures are sustained over 90 degrees. We anticipate it'll get even hotter than that within the next few weeks. And with that comes an increased fire risk. We want to minimize that risk Through the burn moratorium, we recently had a structure fire that was a direct result of a juvenile using a torch to burn the weeds around the house. That fire extended under the foundation and ignited the family home. Those are the things that we want to try to avoid. So therefore, the cessation of burning is in place, and we hope that everyone heeds that because we don't want any unnecessary losses in the community. Also, with the holiday season around the corner, is that we want to remind you to drive safely. Obviously, we've had a lot of serious accidents recently. We've had multiple fatal accidents on the Highway 95, and we want to try to avoid those and get the message out that arrive safely to your destinations with the family, enjoy your time, and not have to be in a hospital or worse than that.
When we come back, we'll tell you about an interesting visitor to Lake Mead. Stay with us.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyers, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Thanks for staying with us. Lake Mead recently had an interesting visitor looking to help.
The United States Senator Jackie Rosen visited the Lake Mead National Recreation Area to make an important announcement. With the water levels still decreasing, many hope that this money will provide more access to the lake. Announcing the $32 million that is provided to help with these concerns, she says the main goal for the funding is to stabilize the water levels and keep the boat ramps open, just like boaters hoped. The Lake Mead National Recreation Area Superintendent says that the future of Lake Mead is unpredictable. Through the federal funding, they hope that they can come up with a plan to fix this issue, whether it is temporary or not. The Lake Mead Superintendent also says that all boat ramps are still open, and with this federal funding, everyone hopes that it'll stay that way.
The Miss Senior Golden Years 2023 pageant is being held at the Saddle West Showroom this Saturday, June 10th. News 25 caught up with the director, BJ, to discuss the pageant show.
Hi, I'm BJ Hetrick-Irwin, the director of the Miss Senior Golden Years, and this is our 20th year. And what a marvelous, marvelous bunch of ladies we've had this year. They have come so far. And this is what this pageant is all about, what we give back to the community that has been so wonderful for me ever since I started this 20 years ago. And of course, my Nevada Silver Tappers, I've been doing longer than that. And this is a wonderful organization. For everything we do goes back to this community for what they have always done for me. It is just a marvelous. And these ladies are everyday ladies that they didn't even know that they could sing. They didn't know they could tap. And they're up there today, and you just take a look. I'm just telling you, when you're 60, it's not over with yet. You got I'll be 98 June the 19th. And I could not have done it without the help of my board members, who are my staff. They're the best in the world. There's nobody in this town that has a better staff than I do. And of course, my instructors, Ione DeSantis, my tap dancing instructor, and Kim Dale Cornell Wild, that always comes back and supports me with the background. I thank them from the bottom of my heart.
Hello, my name is Tina Olson. I am contestant number 1. I moved to Pahrump from California about a year and a half ago. I have 3 beautiful daughters. I am currently an insurance agent and investment advisor. My platform is Red Rock Search and Rescue. I am getting certified to be a nationally search and rescue person and will be able to go anywhere in the world.
My name is Peggy Will Susan, and I'm contestant number 2. I have been in Pahrump and lived here for 4 years. I got involved with the Nevada Silver Tappers and found out what a wonderful place it is, and I wanted to be out in the public and see what I could do to help. And so after the Silver Tappers, they told me this was the next thing, to be in the Queen's Court. My platform is I'm going to unite seniors with senior pets. And we'll go to the senior citizen home and have a meet and greet and take dogs and cats. And hopefully the seniors will or fall in love, and they'll have a pet when I walk out.
Hi, I'm Sandra Fisher, contestant number 3 in the Miss Golden Senior contest pageant. And I am a new transplant from California. Don't hate me. I've moved here about a year and a half ago because this is one of the most beautiful places that I've ever seen, and I always wanted to move to Nevada. My platform for this is because I'm new, I want to get to know the area and the people through service. So I am specifically interested in the unhoused and the seniors in the community. And so I've been joining organizations that meet the needs of those two populations.
There are 7 contestants in this year's show. We will present the other 4 contestants on tomorrow night's newscast. When we come back, we'll have sports with Mikey.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. This segment of the news is brought to you by John Air. For all your heating and air conditioning needs, call 775-751-2372.
Thanks for staying with us. Time now for Sports with Mikey.
Time now for your look at sports on News 25. The Golden Knights played Game 2 in the Stanley Cup Finals on Monday. They dominated the Panthers' final score 7-2. The series shifts to Florida tomorrow at 5 p.m. from FLA Live Arena. Can they even grow ice in Florida? Las Vegas Aviators are in Sacramento, taking on the River Cats all week long. Last night, the Aviators edged out the Cats 2-1. Rematch tonight at 6:45. Las Vegas Aces looking to keep their perfect season going last night in Connecticut. They did just that, beating the Sun 90-84. They play again in Connecticut tomorrow. And voting for the WNBA All-Star Game, which will be held in Vegas on July 15th at Michelob Ultra Arena, is now open. You can vote for your favorite player at aces.wnba.com. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Thanks, Mikey. June is Men's Health Month. A survey from Cleveland Clinic sheds light on what men know about their health and what issues concern them the most. As Brittany Harris reports, it appears sexual health is at the top of the list.
When it comes to men's health as they age, a survey from Cleveland Clinic found sexual health is a big concern. Of those polled, 44% are worried about erectile dysfunction, 39% with loss of sex drive, and 36% with low testosterone.
I think that this is something that men realize can change with age, and many men may not realize that it can happen to men of all ages.
Urologist Dr. Peter Bayich says the survey had some other interesting findings as well. Like more than half of men, about 58%, incorrectly think low testosterone is the most common cause of erectile dysfunction.
In fact, most men who have erectile dysfunction, particularly over age 50, it's much more likely to be a consequence of cardiovascular disease. It can be due to diabetes and all sorts of different things. A relatively small percentage of men have low testosterone as the primary cause of their sexual issues.
Dr. Bayich says this is why it's so important for men to go in for routine checkups, which the survey shows they are not doing. 55% say they don't get regular health screenings.
I think what we find is that men tend to be more reactive when issues arise and maybe less proactive. So by getting routine health screenings, by really understanding your health status, that things can be detected earlier on.
For Cleveland Clinic, I'm Brittany Harris.
Dr. Bayich says it's also important for men to know their family history. The survey found 77% don't know their family history when it comes to urological issues, and 64% don't know their family history when it comes to cancer. Pat Lemming joins us now to talk about an adorable tabby cat named Tiger that's available for adoption.
Today's Rescue a Pet segment is brought to you by Realty Executives in Action. Put the team at Realty Executives in action for you.
Hi everyone, this is Pat with Never Forgotten Animal Society in Pahrump. We are at 3091 North David Street in Pahrump off of Bella Vista in the north end of town between Blag and Leslie. And with me I have Tiger. Tiger is an older guy. He's about 2 years old. He has been neutered. Normally, he is very, very sweet in his cage. He reaches out and touches anybody that walks into the room. He's going to be somebody's very best friend. He loves being in the lap. He loves being around people. He is a very, very sweet man. He is FIV positive, however, so he is going to require some extra special care. But if that's not a problem for you, he is available here at Never Forgotten Animal Society. We are open Monday through Saturday from 10 until 5 every day, and no appointments are necessary, so you're welcome to come in anytime. And like I said, this is Tiger. He's an orange tabby, about 2 years old. He's had a bunch of street experience. You can tell by his ears and by his cuts on his face that he has had a few fights. But overall, we have found him to be very, very compatible with other cats. He's very compatible with people. He wants to be your best friend. Like I said, when you're walking in the room, he reaches out to actually physically touch you. And he really likes being held. He's in an unusual situation here, so he's a little antsy right now. But overall, he's a very, very loving cat. So if you're interested, come on by. We're at 3091 North David. Our phone number is 775-537-8674, and you're welcome to come in anytime. No reservations are necessary. Thank you.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
It got a little wet this afternoon as storms blew in. Taking a look at the Lerner and Rowe weather cam. It was some storm that did blow through here, huh? Thunder, lightning, all of it. John will have more on the weather forecast coming up soon.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios and worldwide on that local BTV app, the app you need on your phone. It's so much fun. Good app. 79 degrees up there in Fernley. Fallon saw 80. It was Carson City looking at 76 degrees and feeling cool. 10, they look down the street at Tonopah at 62 degrees. Yes, you're the cool spot winner. Congratulations. Quite a bit cooler up and down the map as we head south. Goldfield at 64, 69 in Beatty, 78 there in Amargosa and Las Vegas. That's the hot spot. Boy, it's down about 20 degrees out there. And then look to Death Valley, 84 degrees. Brrr, almost for Death Valley. It was 100 and something yesterday. Here in the Paradise Pahrump, let's take a look. 70 degrees is our current temperature. 76 just a little bit earlier was today's high. Winds whispering to us kindly out of the southwest at just 7 miles per hour. Humidity kicking up to 36% and clouds appearing out of nowhere and spitting all over us. Crazy. It's supposed to be a sunshiny day. I apologize. I'll do better with my weather control machine. The sun rose this morning at 5:26. Setting this evening, look for it just shy of 8 bells, 7:59. Great time for a sunset under cloudy skies. Should be some beautiful colors as we head to a low. 59 degrees tonight and on into the rest of the week. Well, there's supposed to be sunshine next couple days, so things are supposed to clear up. We're going to have temperatures in the upper 80s next couple days, getting into the weekend. Saturday, Sunday, things cloud up a little bit. We get some schmutzy rain on Sunday, Monday. Nothing with coming down with a vengeance, but I'm sure we're all going to get a little sprinkle here and there, so prepare yourself. Temperatures dropping down to low 80s then. And Tuesday, Wednesday, we have some recovery, get up to 88 degrees, 91 by Wednesday. Should be a great week in its entirety as we see what happens on Monday. But there's your weekend for you. A little bit of rain into this day shall fall. Not a big deal. Back to the desk. Here's Missy.
The 2023 Pahrump Valley High School graduation DVDs are just about completed. If you'd like to purchase your own DVD copy, just contact us here at KPVM 775-727-9400. That'll wrap up news for tonight. Thank you so much for watching News 25. I'm Missy Kohler. Have a great night.